You guys, it's me, Wicked Fantasy. So today I did a thing. I know you always doing a thing. Anyway, I did a different thing. So, I be on TikTok. I tried the TikTok pasta. Y'all know I came on here before. Y'all, I got it right here. I got to just show y'all because it's hot. Anyway, I made the TikTok pasta. It's just like the TikTok spaghetti. I don't know if you guys remember that video, but check it out if you didn't. But it's pasta. So it's the ziti noodles. I'm probably saying that wrong, but whatever. And you toss that in the oh my god, why do I keep forgetting the name of this sauce? Buffalo Wild Wings Parmesan garlic. And I be so unprepared, y'all. I'm trying to think of the recipe. I just made it. What else was in there? Oh, and the Alfredo sauce. So you mix those, and then you do you could do ground beef and or Italian sausage, whichever one. And then you do that, make your spaghetti sauce if you make it from scratch, or if you buy it in the jar. You could buy it, I always buy it in the jar, just add seasoning, so you could do that. And then you layer it the noodles, and then you put the ground beef, the salsa, and then you put a layer of cheese on top. Now, I know it seems like a lot, y'all, because you're probably like, that's a lot going on, but you cannot taste the Alfredo the way you think you're going to taste it. Whoops, y'all, that phone was finna go off. You can't taste it that way. But I'm trying to show y'all, okay? I got to sit in here because I didn't feel like doing my usual setup, y'all. I'm tired, but I wanted to talk to y'all. So, I know it looks a little Cajun style. Y'all took a bite. Okay, took a bite. I'm busted. But I put extra, Cajun and red pepper on top. And I, like my cheese to have a little crisp on top. So, that's why, y'all. So, I cannot lie, y'all. I was thirsty. I was supposed to wait and try it on the video, but I got thirsty and tried it before. So, I already know it's good. Now, it was too hot because it just came out. So, that's what I get. I burned my mouth trying to eat it because I should have waited. So, I waited, let it cool off a few minutes, y'all, and I'm eating it now. It's like a little bake, y'all. I wish I could, if you could see it. I can't put my hand behind it like that because, but I'm holding it. Yeah. But I'm not going to drag the video down. I'm trying to hold it where y'all can see it. Y'all, this is really good, though. If you're looking for something quickest, it's my quickest. Y'all been watching too much Queen of Charlotte. I love that show, y'all. But anyway, if you're looking for something quick to make, this is it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't usually use these noodles because I just think they're kind of big. But they remind me of almost, you guys, I don't know if you eat beef or if you ate that when you was a kid. It's like those noodles, but bigger. But I kind of like them because, some of the little toppings can get in there. So, not bad. And I'll make mozzarella too. So, it's just a different noodle. But, y'all, it's something about that sauce. It's real good. But I ain't going to drag the video, y'all. I said I'm going to start doing these reviews. So, this was kind of unplanned. So, I'm just going to talk. Because I just watched it and I just want to say something. Now, I don't know if a lot of y'all watch VH1 Couples Retreat. It's almost like, I don't know, back in the day, did y'all ever used to watch Celebrity Marriage Boot Camp? Which, by the way, whatever happened with that? It's like they just cut it off. And I actually really loved that show, and I love Dr. Ish. I don't know what happened. You already know the judge didn't play. But anyway, it's like, it kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, I'm so hungry, and this is so good. You can put as much cheese as you want, but I put a lot of cheese, y'all, and a lot of meat and sauce because I like mine like that. Now, you might not want yours like that so much, but y'all. And they're like, why you open your mouth so wide? Because I don't want to waste it. Y'all, I be so sloppy when I be on this damn video looking a mess. But anyway, so the Couples Retreat is back. Now, they had it. They've had this a couple seasons, but if you've never watched it, then I'm just telling you in case you want to check it out. Y'all, it's spicy too. Listen, I added a lot of red pepper. Not necessary. Now, it was only like 2 episodes. It just came out. So, I ain't got to go down a season. We just going to start where we at. Because this is just like episode 2, y'all. So, I'm going to just talk about the cast. Now, I don't know everybody's name. If they're a celebrity, I know. But some of the people, I don't know. But I'm going to tell you their mate. And you'll know who I'm talking about. But I'm going to tell you about probably the most controversial couple that's on there, y'all. Okay. Right there. Now, a lot of y'all watch Love and Hip Hop. So I know you know Kendra. And you probably know Kendra because you know Young Jock. Now, if you like an 80s baby like me, you know Young Jock because he was a rapper. And she's his wife. I was going to say fiance, but they married. And you would know her from Love and Hip Hop because that's where they, were dating or whatever. So, y'all, they on the show. But let me just say this. I love both of them. I love Jock and I love Kendra. I'm not together, though. I'm going to tell you why. Now, they just got married. I'm not saying nothing wrong with counseling, therapy. You by all means should get it. But y'all just got married. And y'all already there. I don't even think it's been a year. They just literally got married. And they needed to go before that. They probably just drug it so it didn't seem like they was there right away. But no. This might be an unpopular opinion. I'm kind of with Jock on this one. Because I feel like, come on now, Kendra. Now, much as we love Jock, he's a great artist. He's an HO, you know how that go. We all know that. He's always cheating. He's always busted in some cheating scandal. He already got like 11 baby mamas, 11 kids, so I feel like, what did you expect? Now, y'all was engaged and it was already cheating rumors. I don't know if it was remember it was the big thing with like the side piece coming out with screenshots and text right before the wedding, trying to basically ruin the wedding, saying she was messing with him. So, she had a choice to leave or stay. Chose to stay. Also was talk about a baby on the way. Now, her mistake was, you knew this, but I know y'all like, what's that? Sorry, y'all. I'm watching Orphan that's playing in the background, y'all. Just ignore that. So I felt like she knew what she was getting herself into, right? So you had a choice to leave or stay. Now, you wanted your cake and eat it too. You wanted to stay, but you didn't want the embarrassment that come with staying. And that's not how it goes, sis. Me personally, I can't stay with no cheater because you're not going to play in my face and embarrass me like that. You're just not. And it has nothing to do with, you just don't have it like that with me. You just can't cheat no 5-6 times and come back. You just don't. If you felt like you needed to cheat and you didn't think about how that was going to affect this relationship, then keep not thinking about that. And that's why I get finna rile up. Let me settle down. But I'm just saying, keep not thinking that way and move on. And now you don't have to cheat because you can freely do it because you don't even have a woman. So, But I understand some women stay. That's unfortunate, but a lot of women are so wrapped up in just saying they have somebody, they really don't care what they deal with. They'll deal with anything, which is crazy to me because you can do bad by yourself. But anyway, it's not my life, y'all. And then Zoe would say, if it ain't about me, that's Kiki. But, she wanted to keep it a secret. And she was cool with it as long as it was in secret. But then, when everything got into the media, she was embarrassed. So you can't keep punishing that man for that over and over because you agreed to forgive him and take him back. That's what comes with it. Jock is always doing something. If you even watch his history on the shows, like, listen to his other baby mamas for that matter. I mean, you could just, So, you ain't got a minute to me. But when you alone by yourself, you're not going to tell me you and married Young Jock and expect him to be faithful. And that's not a pass for him to be unfaithful. Don't misunderstand me. But he's a cheater. He's known to be a cheater, and I just don't feel like he's gonna change. So it was pretty much like you took him as he was. So you can't be punishing him act a fool, y'all. She on this last episode, she got so drunk, she was acting a fool, y'all. I don't want to tell it all because I told y'all I want y'all to still watch it, but I just feel like you can't keep punishing him for that. You agreed to take him back, and so you need to just, if you can't forgive him, then move on and divorce. But you can't keep making him punish him for that. So that's just a lot. I don't even know, after the whole social media scandal before and everybody in your business, why you would even come back on TV. I wouldn't. But so later. Then Shamia, she from Love and Hip Hop, and Ralph DeVoe. I mean, am I saying the right name, y'all? I'm probably confusing him with damn Drew husband, but you know the group, Belle Biv DeVoe, okay? So they've been married like 20 years, long time. They was on couple retreat before they came back. Now, I'm rooting for them, but I think Shamia's just too wild for him. She like to drink, party, turn up. He really want her to be more introverted. I mean, really kind of be something she's not. And if you ask me, y'all, ain't nobody said nothing to me, and my phone going off. If you ask me, she's really into women. Did y'all watch that last couples retreat where Just Hilarious was on there and she got in trouble because she couldn't stop flirting with her? Watch it back. Real Housewives of Atlanta, she got sloppy drunk. Was flirting, kicking her leg up at the table. Y'all remember that? But it was a woman. I want to say it was Portia. I can't remember exactly who it was she was flirting with, but y'all, that was it. So, I believe he tried to please her, so they had an open relationship initially. And that probably worked because they was having threesomes galore or whatever. Oops, can you say that out here? Sandwiches. And then all of a sudden, she was having a little bit too much fun. And I think he wanted to shut it down, and she kind of really wasn't here for that. So that's a lot of their problems, that she feel like she's not being heard. I think she just kind of want to be for free and be herself. And he's from the old school. He ain't really with that, So we're going to see how that plan out. I don't know. Maybe it'll go good. But, I mean, they've been together so long. But I don't think so, that TV was the best place for them, because their relationship last time was really, tested because I think maybe she has a little drinking problem, allegedly. Nobody's ever said that, but she was drinking too much, and she did admit she was drinking too much. And he even was like, have you had too much to drink? Because that's when I feel like when she drinks, that's when that side comes out. She start wilding. So there was that. And, but they might make it, y'all, okay? Then there's Fallon. Idiot. That's why the crickets was for so long, because that's the one that was married to, what's his name, Simon. I know I'm finna butcher this last name. I ain't finna try. Y'all know the name I'm talking about, with the whole Portia scandal. Nah, please, and that ain't all about money. Y'all, something stuck in my tooth. Okay, I got it, y'all. Now, it ain't all about money. But how the hell are you married to a millionaire, okay? Because he's stinking rich. You let Portia come waltz her big booty butt in your house and take your man like that. Now, and before y'all come for me, oh, if she could take him, it wasn't her man. The point is, you were with a millionaire. I feel like, tried to save face by messing with this young guy you with. The guy, I don't even remember his name, y'all. He looked like he's maybe 25 or something. He's young. You and had a baby with him. He's broke. He doesn't have any money. And I'm not saying it's all about that, but how do you fumble like that and let Portia get that bag like that? And she living a life and you struggling. You just got with this man, okay? And you're already on couples retreat. And it ain't even that, y'all. It's the fact that he's totally not interested in her. He's not interested. He doesn't want to spend any time with her. When they were supposed to be spending time, he want to go gamble with the fellas. They're already not doing it, because I can't say that on here. So it's like, dang, that's kind of fresh. Y'all just had, it's just weird. He don't seem into her at all. Looks like he's using her, because he's like 10 years younger than her. So I think he thought she had more money than what she had, and they're struggling, and it's just too soon for all this. So I just feel like I mean, if he cheated on her, then yes, you should have left. But I'm just saying, why would you downgrade? And then not even just the money aspect, for somebody that don't even want you, he just seems very uninterested. Like, he just, the thing is though, they say they started off as best friends and then they changed like to a relationship, so sometimes that does affect things. Maybe her feelings switched over and he's still looking at her like the homie, because that's what it looks like. So that's very awkward. I don't even know why they got on there. Like, girl, ain't you got enough drama? Why are you even on here? And you steady trying to down Portia and your ex, but they doing good. You ain't worry about your relationship, and now you got a baby on top of that. So that was a mess. She was irritating me because it was like all the signs was there. He was pretty much telling her he wasn't really in her like that, and she was just kind of very in denial. The fact that he was like, he really don't want to get married, he's really not trying to have no kid, like he just really was not trying to commit to her. She's damn near begging him to marry her, but you were just married. Crazy. So then there's Apollo on there and his girl. Now I don't know the girl name, but I know that math wasn't mathing. So you got on here and said that you had been with her for, well, first of all, you started off by, he irritates me because you always trying to use Phaedra for clout. Why did you even get on here and mention Phaedra's name? She's not a part of this relationship. You're in a whole new relationship. But again, right on here talking about some, yeah, I was with Phaedra for 5 years and then I've been with her 9 years. He's so petty. It's like you purposely want to be shady. We can add, sir. The math ain't mathing. So you're saying you were friends with this girl? I don't buy that when guys say they was friends with somebody and then you after the fact it turns out they in a relationship with them. Because how does that transfer over like that? So you already had feelings or were looking at that person in that way. You don't break up and all of a sudden start looking at your friends in a sexual way. So I just don't be here for that. So you was creeping around. And then somebody, he kept trying to jab her like, yeah, she stood by me when I was in jail. And listen, I know it's going to be an unpopular opinion. If you do something stupid and get your locked up, it's not, it's like the entitlement. The female does not have to wait. Now, some females are ride or dies. They will wait. They're going to be at your sentencing. They're going to be at the visitation. They're going to be, every female don't want to be down in no jailhouse. You knew you was in a relationship. You did all this shady shit. And then now you're locked up. And then now you want to guilt her until you turned your back on me. I mean, y'all, that was a fresh relationship when you got with her. You lucked up getting her. Let's be number one. Then you get her and you get locked up. So she's a boss. You know, lawyer got, I mean, she's a lawyer. She's a mortician. If Phaedra got money, she didn't have to stick around. So she decided to leave. He's salty about that. So I think he got with this girl. But she seems very much like a doormat. Not a big fan of the relationship. She just seemed like she's thirsty. The way she kept going on and on about the ring, like she was just thirsty to say that. But he doesn't seem very much into her either. I feel like he pretty much can do what he want to do with her. And that's why he's with her. Because he couldn't do that with Phaedra. He couldn't run over her and just... Phaedra wasn't no doormat. Now, she got a little soft with him, but he couldn't do that. So, they on there already. And I don't know how that's going to go. And then, y'all, I be always calling her little DJ Lo because I always forget her name. But she was on Empire. I think it's Breezy. She on there with her girl. And I do like them. But I don't know, y'all. It's giving a little phony to me. Like, they ain't really got into none of their issues. They sitting there like, oh, we're so in love. Yeah, beautiful. Like, you know, sounding like the Brat and Judy, but they're acting like they don't have... You have to have issues because you're here. So they ain't really got, like, into the meat of it yet. I guess we're going to see, like, with them. But I'm rooting for them. They seem like they really do love each other. But I think they just need to really discuss their issues. And then... what's his name? Fat Boy? Something. I don't even know. He's a clown. Okay, like he should be running the circus. He's a clown. The way that he talks, he just don't even want to be bothered. It's like he's very sexist, very narcissist. She even said, and the way that he talks to her, like, I mean, pretty much you could tell she's a doormat. He's cheated several times, so he just pretty much stringing her along. But I don't think he intends to really marry her like that. So, y'all, that was pretty much. I'm trying to remember if I forgot anybody, but that's all the cast that I can currently remember because it's not that many of them. It's only a handful on the show. But, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting season. I don't know how it's going to go, but it's going to be drama-filled with all of them on there. Young Jock and Kendra alone, because, you know, Kendra, she's a very boisterous woman, and there's nothing wrong with that. She's very determined. She knows what she wants, what she will and she won't accept, but I think she's in love, you know, and I think it's embarrassing because he's pretty much made her look like a doormat, and people are calling her dumb, and, you know, and I think that bothers her. I think if he could have cheated behind closed doors and then stayed behind closed doors, I think she would have stayed. But the fact that the cat was out the bag and everybody know, I just don't think she liked the scrutiny of it. So I don't know, y'all. Y'all check it out. It's on VH1. I'm gonna come back next week and tell y'all what I think about that episode. Much didn't happen this episode. They just did like you know, the exercises they do. And this is why I say that, because they had to put, it was a glass, they stand on both sides of the glass, and they had to both say what their issues were. But you know, the opposing, I'm finna say opponent, no, it's a relationship. The other partner. So a lot of them weren't being honest with the relationships. They were kind of sugarcoating it, but you're gonna have to get in there and really deal with it, because that's the only way it's gonna get better. And you know, AJ is hosting it, and I love her. I don't know if y'all watch House Party. If you were 80s baby, you already know it's a throwback, but she's in there, and she's great. She's great with them. She's a straight shooter. She's very blunt. She's not gonna mess around. She's gonna call it like she see it, and a lot of them need that. So I'm hoping, because he was like, and I say that because when Fallon and old boy was up there, I'm gonna look up his name so I ain't gotta say oh boy y'all next time though. She was asking them, I keep looking because I know this video is running long and I'm trying to cut it off, but she was basically asking him, like, you know, are you just not an affectionate person? Have you never been like that? He's like, no, I never been. So she called his butt right on that and was like, okay, so if I call two exes right now, are they gonna say that? That was the crickets. And then Fallon was like, and then it got quiet, y'all. Nobody has said nothing. I don't know why that phone went off like that, y'all. That's why I'm finna go. But he got quiet after that. And then he was like, well, no, sometimes in the club. What do you mean? So you're more affectionate with a female in the club than your woman? That sounds crazy to me. So I'm like, just looking like, if that ain't a red flag, like, hello, anybody home? Like, is she hearing the same thing? But she didn't play with him. She called him right on out, like, no, I don't think so. So I don't know, y'all. And then they had them like asking each other questions. Then he had the nerve to ask. He got the nerve to ask Kendra, was she embarrassed that she stayed for so long? And her face said it all, though. She was. But you don't go asking nobody that. You shut up. You don't need. Okay, go. But anyway, y'all gotta check it out. It was an interesting watch. I'm gonna keep y'all updated. I ain't saying a lot because it wasn't a lot that happened. This was, like I say, only episode 2. So, you know, they pretty much introducing everybody and bringing them into the house, y'all. And so, I know you're like, what is that? My hair was shedding, y'all. Listen, it was bothering me. You know how you keep feeling something tickling your leg? I didn't like that, y'all. But yeah, I know you're like, so you gonna go in here and fix your hair? I mean, if necessary. So yeah, I don't know, y'all. They was just pretty much introducing people. They didn't say a whole lot. So I can't wait next week to see what's happening, because they really gonna start talking and getting to the meat of it. And you know, when they really start getting to like them childhood exercises, you know, them be the ones. So we gonna see how they go. But maybe it'll be different. But I can probably say a lot of them gonna walk out the same way they walked in. Or either, like, I don't know if you remember when Claudia and KJ was on there, they end up breaking up their relationship. Sometimes that happens too. But it's for the best. If it's not meant to work, it's not meant. And that's just that. So with that being said, y'all, if you like this video, don't forget to like. If there's anything you want to say or add to it, or if you watched it, let me know what you think, if you thought something different, or if you saw something I didn't see. But don't forget to comment. And y'all already know my personal favorite. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye. Nothing weird this time. Okay.